and welcome to the show. We are here today on Wreckfest, back on PC, going to be taking a look at a couple of mods for this one. I've actually been meaning to play one of these for ages, I've only just kind of remembered to get around to it, if that makes sense. This is the Spicy Banger Pack, is the name of it. It's essentially some new... We've also got the very track pack too, with some different circuits that we can go and have a go with. Some of these I think I've driven, some of these I am not so sure, but there's a rallycross one, so we're going to go here. So the vehicles that we have got, there's the Rascal, there's the Rascal HR, which is a Hot Rod 205. There is the normal Rascal, that is just a 205. I'm always biased, I love the 205s, so always good to see these about. Somewhere there is, here we go, the Boxer. There is an Alpha Sud, basically. There's that one, and then we've got to go the other way through the list to find the other cars. You know what, we'll find those a little bit later. Let's start off Rallycross with the Hot Rod thing. Don't know how long the lap is going to be, so I'm going to get it 5 laps. We're going to have intense damage and see what happens with all of this. What could possibly go wrong? Right, here we are at the circuit. I mean, that's an ominous start line if ever I saw one. We'll see how this all fares. I don't know whether the game will add in. I think the AI might be able to drive some of the model. Now, it's not specifically being told to drive them, but I think it might. Yes, it will. As you can see ahead of us, there is a Porsche. That would not normally be in here. Oh dear, FailRace having a little bit of a problem. Not quite sure why. Oh, we're up onto 2 wheels. Through there, that's fine. We'll try. Oh, don't have a fight with a big American car, you plank. Well, I mean, it tried to take me out. It took itself. It cost me some time, but it took itself out way better. This is actually a really short lap around here. You never really know when you load these up quite what you're going to end up getting. And yeah, I mean, this is a fairly sensible track. If anything, this is quite, as far as Wreckfest circuits go, this is sensible. There's lots of runoff area. There's not too much. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible rejoin. I mean, yeah, it's a kind of a fun little circuit, this, in terms of one to drive around. Oh, nearly clobbered the wall. Easy to get carried away, easy to make little mistakes around. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Veil Falls, is that the name of the circuit? That we have. Only this, is, of course, is much, much wider. Sort of layout and style almost is along similar lines. Oh, that is a wrecked Porsche. That has not got a front end, or not got a proper front end anyway. A little nervous about leaving too much space for a car to have a dive up the inside. As far as this vehicle goes, it's not bad to drive. There's nothing such wrong with it. It does seem to really struggle with the traction side of things. Just doesn't want to get going. Oh, that's a clonk on the door that I didn't want to deal with. We're almost up into a podium position. We need a little bit more chaos. That's what we're looking for here. Chaos is our friend. We're going to want to be moving forward. Jump on the brakes. Try and get a good exit out of this sort of long first corner. I can see trouble for the car ahead, but it's not going to be enough for me to catch. 10 seconds down on the leader. Don't know what on earth they're driving, but it's quick. Whatever it is, we're not going to be close enough, barring a big mistake from the AI. We are not going to be close enough to do anything, because I mean, we've lost time this lap around. Yeah, I mean, that's actually quite a sensible circuit, quite a wide circuit. They're just not quite quick enough with the 205 Hot Rod thing. It's a cool vehicle. One more lap to go. That was it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be the same barring massive. Although there is a couple of stricken AI cars coming up that we're going to hope. We're going to keep fingers crossed that it screws over the car ahead of us so we can sneak a podium. Just don't roll myself through there. There is a vehicle stuck on the inside. Sadly, not a car that was ahead of us beforehand. Yeah, not quite got the pace around here with our vehicle. Ooh. But there we go. Yeah, not a bad car to drive. It just seems to really struggle with the traction side of things. As far as circuits go, very wide. Kind of a sensible layout, if anything, and it keeps everyone a little bit spread out. Yeah, I actually had no speed really, no speed in the car whatsoever. This is how it goes sometimes. We are off next to the Palmer Motorsport Park. I feel like I recognise this name. I don't know whether this is a real circuit or not. There might be a track called this. I don't know whether this is it. But we're driving the Dragoon, which is, well, the Porsche style vehicle. I say a little bit of an odd car out for Wreckfest style of racing, an old 911. But, I mean, like, visually it certainly looks the part. Yes, okay, you're not going to see an old 911 turn into a banger racing car anytime soon. However, okay, we're going to have a little lift and let you go because you're going to have a massive wobble of your own. And I'm going to help you have that massive wobble. Oh, that was a very big wreck. Uh-oh, don't have an argument with an estate car. That is not what you want to be doing. Damn it, ended up in the back of the Crown Vic. Oh, and we've had a bump from something. I'm hoping it went off and visited the scenery. We're fine. Strength-wise, these vehicles do seem pretty tough. This is on intense damage. Although we've not had really big crashes to find out. Oh, that is a humongous wreck for the Crown Vic. If things go wrong around here, this is a much quicker circuit. Oh, there was a larder flung at us. We're going to go play in the grass. Yeah, if things go wrong at these kind of circuits, you have a tremendous crash. There's no two ways about it. When you start getting to the quicker circuits on Wreckfest, it's a pretty long lap around here. Oh, dearie me, we're going to have a crash of our own. Completely unassisted there, just too much speed into the corner, and we're going to struggle to make that turn. Oh, we're going to be quicker than you down the straight. I don't really want to have to fight with you through the corner. No, don't spin me round, Volvo. Thank you. At least managed to sort that one out. Can we have a dive? Nope. Curb is nasty. Fall back in. Oh, not quite get under control. There's been some big wobbles up ahead. The Volvo's going to go for a spin. There's no gap for us. We're going to lift up. Okay, everyone's going to sort themselves out there eventually. Alright, and that is a lap around here. It's a fun lap. There's no doubt about it. A lot of room for big errors. When you are driving, even just driving around on your own, you've got to really get this one right. The AI have had a huge, someone upside down in the tree line. That is not what the AI were wanting through there. Oh god, I'm going to have a big lift through that section. Are you a car in racing for position? You are. That'll be a fourth. I think that's second and third up ahead. So hopefully we'll be able to catch. Might be able to get ourselves, certainly on the podium. Well, catching the lead is going to be difficult. They've got some pace in whatever it is they're driving. Again, this is not so much of a chaos, so this is a much more sensible layout. I'm trying to think whether maybe this is like a Gran Turismo style circuit. I feel like it could be a Gran Turismo circuit, to be honest with you. Oh, bloody hell. These long corners with, I mean, so much elevation change going on in even like halfway around a corner. Very easy to get yourself in trouble. It's a different sort of driving, different sort of challenge to a lot of the normal Wreckfest circuits. We're going to chuck that in very sideways. Not my usual style, not what I want to be doing, but it has worked. We've got through the corner. Gap to the leader, still, you know, that 10-12 seconds. We're not going to make that up unless they have a tremendous off, but that is very possible around here. Third place has had a big slide. Can we be sneaky? Not quite. Let's go see if we can have a dive, but too far back, and now we've overrun on the exit of the corner, although they're going to have that change of direction there is catching cars out big time. The leader's absolutely flying. We've got a good run. There's a gap there for Porsche, but we ran out of gears. Uh-oh. We're into the limiter. Please tell me the leader's made a mistake at turn 1 and gone over the wall. I don't know where they are. Yes, they have, I think. Oh! Okay, I didn't know where that one was going to come onto the second. Oh no, the leader's not gone into the... Well, they've gone very wide. They're on the outside, battling side by side with a wreck of a car. We're side by side down here, and they are in the wall and had a big old accident. Okay, so turn 1 the AI can't quite get right. I mean, I'm struggling to get it right, but the AI can't quite do turn 1 very well. It is a seriously fast corner. This is a good car, and this is a great track. It seems to have less traction issues than the 205. Admittedly, we are all on tarmac around here, but yeah, I mean, as far as a vehicle goes to drive, this is... It doesn't feel like it's a mod vehicle as such. It feels just the same as everything else. That's fine. That car there is in surprisingly good condition, bar the wheel that's fallen off the back of it. That was one of the 205s anyway. Oh no, don't put a wheel on the grass. We can kind of get away quite nicely with this, in that it's it kind of starts sliding, but it never really gets fully sideways. I feel like this is less likely to spin than a lot of cars that I have driven, which is odd being a rear-engine vehicle, of course. But yeah, it gets sideways, and you kind of have plenty of time to gather it all back up, which I like. It's actually, yeah, quite good to drive compared to some vehicles. We're going to come out of the final corner. The gear ratios are too short. They could be adjusted. Oh, and there's a backwards AI out of second place. We will buzz the limiter all the way to the finish line. That is a cool track, and it's a really nice car to drive as well. Always good. We shall cross the line and take a victory. That's a little bit more like it, that one. We are heading next to the Wild Horse Pass. I noticed it had an interesting setting when I was selecting the circuit. We can set it to the wet. No, I don't know if that's going to make the track slidier. I don't quite know, because I've not really seen that in Wreckfest before. The car we're driving is called the Buzzkill. It is essentially the Fiat 126? Is that the one I'm thinking? I might have got the numbers wrong. It's a little Fiat that is probably going to have a bad time. This circuit is kind of like a trophy truck style layout. Can we try and be sneaky? Oh, dearie me. Nope. Don't mind the Buzzkill, it's pointing the wrong way in turn 1. I don't know whether that's the car being oversteering. To be fair, I don't know whether that's the car being oversteering or whether that's just the track surface. It's kind of cooler to have weather options. Oh dear, it is definitely slidey, this thing. This is another rear-engine car, actually. It's fine. It's fine. Can we maybe have a big dive? Yeah, we'll have a big crash into the door of the estate car. That's fine. Take some more jump. I mean, this is a good sort of a Wreckfest circuit, I've got to say. Ah, no. Yeah, well, actually, it's fine. There's a line we can take over here. We're in 17th position. I'm really struggling for grip in this car. This might not have been the best vehicle to test this circuit out with, if I'm honest. I also know... now, guess working on number of laps, I thought this track was going to be a little bit longer than it actually is. 4-lap racing to try and rectify something. Oh no, AI! Come on, put me back the right way. No, you little git. Polly, come here. You sound like a parrot's name. We're going to clatter our car into yours. That's the entire goal now. If I can stop spinning the car. I like that the hay bales are movable as well. They can. They have really made a mess of this circuit. Come on. We are not last, but we are nearly last. Okay, if we just are gentle with the throttle, we can make some sort of a recovery drive work here. Just a little bit of caution is going to be the way to go, I think. Stop being super aggressive with the car. Oh, well, Polly tried to murder another small car and has fallen off the circuit. Haha! We have overtaken! We are into the top 20, and that's another position for the Buzzkill. Again, as far as vehicles go, like visually, and so this is spot on for Wreckfest. It really does look the part. The damage on these is a little funky, but yeah, it's a modded vehicle. Oh, don't have an argument with an estate car though. A war wagon will murder us. Can we sneak our way into the top 10, do you reckon? Oh, second gear out of that corner. We're just trying to control the wheel spin. If I'd driven sensibly from the start, we could definitely have done a lot better, but it took a little bit to figure out exactly what we were needing to do with this car, and it's, yeah, got to be very, very cautious with the vehicle, very gentle with the throttle. You can't drive it aggressively at all here. Can I give the AI some trouble? It was ambitious. Oh, don't get taken out by a Crown Vic. Thankfully those hay bales are weightless, if you like. We need a couple of positions if we've got to sneak a top 10, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Unless there's anything goes on in this final corner. We're trying to take this tighter line. Oh, we might do it if we can get the power down out of here and not slide our way too much. Where is the Dominator? It's going to be behind us. We did sneak a top 10. Oh, that was a great comeback, actually. I'm really pleased with that. As recovery drives go, I'm very, very pleased with that. Lap time's not quite there, but we did have to fight a lot through all of that one. That's a fun little circuit. A sensible sort of layout. And the weather conditions is an interesting addition, that is for sure. We are off to the Paradise 8 circuit next. This time, going to be driving the... I literally clicked on it, I've now forgotten the name. It's the Alpha Sun rear-wheel drive version. Something GT game. Quickly, save me. Boxer GT, there we go. We'll give it a try. Again, 100% looks the part. We're going to see how it drives. Launches nicely, look at that. Bloody hell, that's off for a good start. Oh, that's a fun. Oh, no, don't do a front flip. Can we land? Thank you, car. That is a wrecked Hornet. Jesus, your rear wheel is above the line of your boot there. This looks like we've got a... Oh, don't get fed into the wall on the outside. That'd be a bad way to go. It's a really bad day for somebody. We're playing keepy-uppies with a car. It's going to end up in front of me. They're dead. They are very much wrecked and out of this one. My car doesn't actually look very healthy. I think I've lost a door. Ooh, the frame rate's having a little cry. Not sure why about this one, but it is. That is a huge jump. Thankfully, we're good enough to get across. I do not want to go down there. Oh, if you're going to... I've just noticed, if you do not go quick enough, you are not going to make the landing. Oh, that's a horrible clonk on the wall. There is another layout of this circuit called Half Pipe, which, I mean, I'm guessing has something to do with the massive half pipe that was just alongside us there. We'll have to give that a try as well, I think. Aside from the frame rate, I don't know whether it's going to come across in the video as well. Aside from that, every so often dipping a little bit. I mean, again, the very track pack, and I mean, this is the very track pack too, they have got some fantastic circuits. I mean, some of them made their way onto the official game, if you will. This definitely looks the part, doesn't it? You can imagine this alongside the likes of Deathloop and so on. I think the only slight downside with this circuit, really, is perhaps it's a bit big for pure chaos. I couldn't resist the opportunity on that one. I probably shouldn't have done that because it caused a load of damage to our own car, but when a car is stuck stationary in front of me, close the other door. Nope, that's fine. Oh, there's a wreck there. Yeah, when a car is stuck stationary in front of me, cannot resist the opportunity to cause some chaos. Oh, I say about it being a bit big for chaos. Actually, I feel like oh no, I've lost a wheel! It's all gone horrifically wrong! What are we going to do now? Other than trundle our way around and try and be last one standing. I did not want to lose a wheel. Oh, we're upside down, we're inside out. Like, technically we're not out of this race at the moment. Oh, there's a gear. Me and Dr. Carrot are just going to bump at very low speeds here. Could I borrow one of your wheels? Oh, this was not a place to go, was it? My car does not seem to have taken, like, it's taken a huge amount of damage, but it's not actually taken... Oh, that's bad. It's all gone. It's gone catastrophically wrong. I was about to say, my car's like 80... I'm not sure the health bar's quite working on these mod cars. My car's like 80 health, and it was very, very poorly, and then it fell off, and then insta-died. Yeah. That's a really cool circuit that went really badly wrong for me. Okay, we're going to have another try. I've shortened it to a 3-lap race, see if we can actually make it to the finish line here. With the Boxer. I'm going on the brakes, because I feel like if you try and go over there flat out at the start, it goes wrong. Oh, there has been a car hatting 205 alongside us. I feel like this circuit, with those jumps, you're going to probably want a faster car, because I'd be worried, like the A-Class cars clear the jumps, clear the crossover jump essentially. If it's any slower than this, I'd be worried you're not actually going to land. You'd have to land in the centre and then jump out the other side, because this, we're full throttle the whole way down here, and we're going to clear it, but we're not that much clear. Okay, I had a little lift to try and get a good landing, but yeah, you probably don't want to drive this in a slow car, otherwise you're not going to clear it. Oh dear, oh dear. We're fine. We're less than fine. We've got a little squeezed against the wall. Forgot about the gearboxes in these cars. Went down one too many. Thankfully can't blow your engine to bits on this game. Otherwise, I would have done just then. Right. We're towards the end of the first lap. There are a few stricken vehicles around here. What on earth has got on with that muscle car? Oh, don't have time to gather my car up. We'll slalom our way through the wrecks. There, we're up into third. This is more like it. It's a good, clean start. The leader's just had a spin. I think that's the leader anyway. We'll try our best to catch up. See if we can do anything. Yeah, I do like this. With the... Well, you don't quite get some of the pure chaos that you see. And you've got to bear in mind, of course, these are mod circuits. The AIs are never quite as good around mod circuits as the real, which is understandable, naturally. The AI at times on Wreckfest in general can be a little janky. Uh-oh. Oh, just got away with that. Because the nature of these split routes being very narrow, as vehicles get wrecked, it actually makes the circuit quite messy, which is sometimes what you want. Sometimes, you know, it's fun doing sensible racing on Wreckfest. You can have really good sensible racing on Wreckfest. Sometimes you want absolute chaos, and Wreckfest can cater to that too. This circuit, oh dear, can definitely cater to crazy races. I've lost a wheel again! Now, can we, come on, we can make this to the finish line. We've got a 6-second, 5-second lead. That's a mile of understeer. We're not going to make it across this in a double. We're going to have to slow down. I'm not going up the ramp. Come on, land it. Don't land on your nose too heavily, at least. Come on, Boxer. We've just got to limp it to the finish line now. We've only got 0.6 of a second. That is the car. It's a 205 that we're battling. I can't turn left very well. Oh no, there's another car up on the top. I can't do anything about you. No! Have a crash, please. Please do the decent thing and have a crash. Oh, we've got a huge punt from the 205. And I still can't fight. We're still on the podium. We've got 10 seconds and I can't fight with the 205. Oh, I don't know why the wheel fell off, but it did. 205 just had a massive crash on the landing, and the 205 lost both its wheels after it had finished. Oh, we could only manage third. That's quite a fun little circuit. That is actually a pretty cool little circuit. The car's not bad to drive either. The wheels ping off it very easily though. So, to finish off, we're back at the Paradise 8 circuit. We're trying the... Oh, that's a grid. What? Oh, okay. I set this to 4 laps, expecting it to involve more than literally just racing on the half pipe. Oh no! That's not how you corner! Oh, that's gone badly for the rascal. I actually fear that might be my race over. Oh no, the wheel is still on the car. Jeez. We got so excited I pressed a whole bunch of buttons. It's fine, we probably still win this. I'm not sure the AI know how to race on this sort of a circuit. I mean, who needs, you know, your normal sensible short course ovals when instead you can race on a half pipe? Whoa! A kind of 3D oval. I guess sort of it is, in some ways, in a weird sort of a way. Are the laps a couple of times around? I'm not sure. Oh, we've lifted up the buggy. This is kind of cool. I feel like you could have some real fun with a circuit based on this. Oh, if you had like multiple... I feel like just like these turns in... Okay, no, it's not multiple times around. I just got confused with what I was counting. Yeah, I feel like you could definitely make a circuit quite chaos-inducing with a bunch of these around the place. We're gonna not quite sneak our way onto the podium. I did expect the circuit to involve a little bit more than just that, if I'm perfectly honest with you. It's a fun little idea. We're gonna have, you know what, screw it, we'll have one more time around. We didn't really... It was expected to be a much longer race. Yeah, I mean, I like these sort of circuits. I always have. You can get some really experimental stuff on Wreckfest, and yeah, you can definitely have some fun with this as an idea. Oh, go on, get those wheels on the ground. Bloody hell, we eviscerated that car. You know, I'm not going to fight with the war wagon. I feel like that is a fight that I lose. Oh, the war wagon's got really twitchy on the landing. The buggy is the leader, but that's got stuck behind a muscle car. I mean, this circuit's quite a difficult one to judge the grip of the ride. This thing's now front-wheel drive rather than the hot rod that's rear-wheel drive, I believe. But it's certainly not too bad driving around here. Yeah, these cars... You know, if I didn't know they were a mod, outside of the damage being a little funky, the rest of it, when I say the damage as in like the damage indicating being a little funky, the rest of it, I mean, they look the part, they drive the part, and they're really interesting vehicles to have in the game. I'm always biased towards a 205, they're a great car to have around. Are we on the final lap? I don't even know what point. I think this bit here is the run to the finish line. Oh, that was a hell of a kick, and someone just pinged out of the floor. That was a spectacular end to all of this. But yeah, the cars are really cool. The circuits are good fun. I definitely recommend both of them. I shall try and put a link to them in the description so you can download them and have a go with them yourself. Definitely vehicles that that we need in in Wreckfest. Every game needs a 205. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.